What's going on YouTube? Xbox Series X is coming out in 2020 and it's very important to mention that it's backwards compatible. That is any Xbox, any game on this console. Amazing. So GTA, I'm going to do a fairly long review of this particular game. That's been out for years, but as soon as you fire up this game and see Rockstar, you're going to get a fantastic game. My personal favourite is Vice City. It's got all the retro music on, Billie Jean, got Michael Jackson, all the 80s hits, and I really love playing the game. Lost and Damned is an add-on, which I found a bit confusing, to be fair, when I first fired the game up. I am trying to complete this. There's a few story modes in it, but I'm a world hunter. I travel the game, I find ramps, I chase the police, and they chase me, and that's what I love about the game. I can pick up a gun, I can fire through a window, I can climb to the top of a building, shoot a water tank, whatever I want to do in this game. And this is the joy of an open world map, that you can just wander around. You don't even have to do anything. You can just walk around looking at people, bumping into them. They swear at you, you swear back. You can slap them, punch them, kick them. It doesn't really matter. Now here I'm just driving around. I did find the bike handling a little bit loose. Now I've never driven a Harley Davidson, which is what this looks like, and I don't ever feel I want to, but I don't feel that this has got real playability as far as the bike control is concerned. Now I get the acceleration and the go around corners and all that, but the braking is overpowered, and I don't know, I didn't like the balancing on the bike. There is a lot of bike work in this game as well, in this add-on. However, when you get into the game, a lot of it, the story modes are actually really well played out. You've got a boss that you follow, and he's the ringleader, and if you go ahead of him on the bike, he moans at you. If you fall behind him, he moans at you. If you don't shoot properly in the battle, he'll take the mick out of you. It's quite funny. It's quite an enjoyable piece of the game. Now, when we get to certain parts of this game, like I said, I'm a world hunter, so I just travel the map that I'm on, finding different quirks with the game. And this can be anything from camera modes to music, the radio, making a phone call on the bike. So anything that I think that if I could get away with on the real streets, I would do. Like making a phone call at the steering wheel. You're not allowed to do that in the UK. So what we're about to see is some footage. So I like the camera mode. It's almost like you're being filmed in a Hollywood movie from a helicopter. So I'm driving normally, I'm testing the first camera, which is what I always use. I always drive around quite far away from the car. Some people like it zoomed in, so you've got the steering wheel or the bonnet or the hood of the car. And I do test this, but there's a cinematic mode in this. Now there's a cinematic mode in the normal GTA, and they've got it in this game as well, and I find it quite quirky. So you can drive along and it's the aerial view as if you're from a helicopter, but the playability is still moving forward, moving back, pushing left and right. So as soon as you zoom out to the helicopter view, your controls are the same as if you're at the steering wheel. It's very confusing. So here I'm getting stuck behind a car. The car's really slowed down and it practically stopped. I'm getting a bit impatient. This is somebody behind the controller, not actually in the car. So I'm pushing this car up the hill. It's quite funny. And I just get past him, and the cinematic view makes it a lot harder. And then I'm just messing around on the highway. So this is what I like to do. I just like driving around, having a bit of fun, killing a bit of time. I've got 4 kids, so half of the time there's not enough time to get into an hour and a half worth of playability or game footage. Smash straight into some electrical equipment or building work. It looks like a box, it's not. So yeah, I basically just drive around, wander around doing nothing, shooting people in the knee, and this is what you can get away with in this game. And then again, I'm still using the Hollywood mode here. So you zoomed right out, I smash into a car. I love it. I absolutely love that Hollywood view. And this happens. It completely ends my kind of go, if you like. So then, I'll move on to the next stage. Now, as mentioned, I like chasing the police, they like chasing me. I do tend to get to maybe 1 or 2 stars and just try and run away from the police, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I find it a little bit fun. I try and then nick a bike or a car and then drive up. Here, I find a ramp. Brilliant. So my intention was to find a car. I get ran over. It's a really good car. It's like a muscle car, but like for executives. So I dived in it, got in the car, drove back round to that ramp, and it wasn't really a really good jump at all. I hit the ramp wrong, flew off at a different angle, and it wasn't really any good footage. I just like the fact I got run over, so I've included it in this video. But it's really fun. I mean, these games are really fun to play. I've loved editing this game, and it's just fun. I love it. It's a massive open world game as well. So there is a game feature where you can walk into like an arrow, like it's like a game feature. So you can walk into it and it plays a bit of footage, and you've got to blow up forklift trucks, or you shoot people, or pick up a bazooka and go and bomb things. So here's whatever that was. I think I've already picked up the maximum weaponry that I can hold. So I've swapped over the weapon now, and then I'll just go around shooting people, and you can just get away with this. There's some health there, so if I was to get attacked back, I can just go and renew my health, and then I'll just go around shooting people. And this is a bit of a time killer. You can literally get away with anything, and I just start firing at people, and I never actually found out what the aim of this bit was. There's no point. I'm not being chased by the police. I'm shooting people, so I don't know if I was supposed to be shooting helicopters or waiting for something to turn up like the police. I'm literally firing at people, and I never actually found out what this was all about. But that's the crazy bit about this game. It kept me going. It kept me in it. Now, if you do know what I was supposed to be doing here, just pop a comment in the box below. Tell me what I was supposed to be doing. It is a game feature, so it is part of a mission. I'm not racking up points, the time's going down. There's no police chasing, there's no helicopters firing at me, no one's firing back. I'd expect a car or a tank to fly over the edge and run me over or something. Nothing happens. This gameplay goes on for another 10 minutes. I've kept it short for the purpose of the video. And obviously I'm not trying to promote violence or anything like that. This is just game footage. The game's out there freely for anyone to buy. And it's a really good game. It kept me involved. Now I've done this, it makes me want to go and play it again. So pop a comment in the box below. Tell me what I should have been doing at that moment, and I'll be happy to do another video based on that short mission. Now, this particular part of the game, I did start. This is a mission, a session where you go and shoot a few gangs and thieves and whatever. I made the mistake of starting this without any weapons. So I get right up to the gameplay, I follow the boss, I don't get in front of him, turn up and get shot, and I've got no weapons. So I have to start again. So I rock up in a car after I've purchased a load of weapons, ammo and bombs, and then as you can see it's the same story mode. I get back on the bike, turn up to the mission. Now, this is the bit that I like. Now, after a little bit of driving around, messing around, shooting people, and just I get up and off buildings and whatever, I then start a session which is, this is the mission. There's some massive petrol tanks there, like gas tanks, so you can shoot those and they blow up. I've got better guns, and this is it. You're protecting the boss, you're protecting your gang members, shooting people. There's people on the top of the roofs that you can shoot. You can nick their weapons and their money. There must be 30, maybe 35 of these thieves or gang members that you can shoot. And this is one area of the mission, and then it goes on to a second side of the mission, where you just carry on shooting, so you have to get back on your bike, drive to another section and start shooting again. And this really does keep you in the game. When I first played this session, I beat everybody, I'd shot everybody, got back on the wrong bike. So you have to be careful that you don't get on your gang leader's bike and ride off, because I ended the mission. The police caught me, it caught the gang members, and it ended the mission. So you have to remember to get back on your own bike. And I found that a little bit of a flaw of the game, because it wasn't that clear from the map which bike was yours. It doesn't give you a blue arrow or turquoise arrow. It shows you your gang members on the map as turquoise versus red. Obviously the red gang members are the ones that you shoot. Boom! Big bomb there. You can shoot all the gas tanks, they all explode on this. This is the second section of the mission. But yeah, as long as you get on the right bike at the end of the session, at the end of the mission, like I'm about to do here, it's just a little bit of guesswork, then you'll complete the mission. So this is just a little bit story mode. He's kind of winding down after they shoot him up and telling you thanks, but you know, be on your best behaviour sort of thing. And they're all like hillbillies and you know, bikers and so forth. There is a reputation in the UK that all bikers are friendly. They're very friendly people and very loyal people. They appear to always be gang members in Grand Theft Auto, in any of them really, but I don't think that's the case. You bump into somebody in the pub and have a pint of ale and a cigar with them, they'll be your best friend after 10 minutes. They've told you their life story, and you know, they're really friendly people. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. I've really enjoyed playing this game. I'm going to carry on playing it. You'll probably see more footage on GTA, especially if you make comments. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Please comment as to what video you want to see next. I do open this up to tech videos, kitchen gadgets, music and movie reviews, but many people seem to be watching the game reviews at the moment. So remember, please support the channel. As it grows, the content gets more in depth. There'll be more content, there'll be more footage of us, so that there are 3 of us at the moment. We want to grow the channel, we want to grow the people that do the videos for the channel and make a little bit of money during the way, and actually set up some competitions. So when we do game reviews, if there's a new game coming out, we'll buy the game, review it, and then give it away as a competition. So you need to comment in the section and vote for this channel. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.